Hello everyone, Class 8 Geography, Chapter 12 Natural Resources. In our previous video, we have completed the topic land resources. Today we are moving to our next topic, that is soil. Soil is the loose material that covers the earth's surface. In most part of the world, land is covered with soil. It gives plants nutrients to grow, and plants give animals and humans food to live. It also provides building material, homes for animals, and things we use every day. Soil is not just a dirt, it is important natural resource that provides life foundation on earth. But what is soil? It is made up of rocks, decayed plants and animals, air and water. Let us talk about rocks. Through a process called weathering, big rocks break down into smaller and smaller pieces, eventually becoming part of soil. Soil is not formed in a day, it takes hundreds of years. Wind, water, and extreme cold and hot temperatures cause rocks to break down on a time. Soil is not just tiny rocks, also made up of decayed plants and animals called humus. And what is humus? It is the thing which once they alive, like leaves fall from tree, the dead leaves decayed down, becoming a part of the soil, giving them nutrients. Let us talk about components of soil. It includes organic matter, nutrients and minerals, air and water, microorganisms and small animals. Let us talk about the next topic, that is soil profile. There are different layers of soil in a soil profile. You can see in the diagram. First is A horizon, which is called topsoil. It is the top layer where the plants grow. Humus is the part of the topsoil. Subsoil. It is the middle layer of the soil, which is rich in minerals, poor in humus. Next is sea horizon, with little or no plant or animal life. Bedrock. Bedrock, it is made up of many layers of rock. Now, there are some factors through which we can determine the soil characteristics. There are the factors: time of soil formation, composition of parent rock, topography, climate, living organism. Let us discuss each. Parent rock. It determines the color, chemical property and minerals. Soil formation time. It determines the thickness of soil. Topography. If the land is hilly, the soil will be washed down as fast as it forms. Such areas have thin, immature soil, which we can say infertile also. Climate, temperature and rainfall influence the rate of weathering and humus. Living organism, it affects the rate of humus. Organisms such as earthworm, which are important in aerating the soil. What is aerating? To supply with air. Next, types of soil. There are different kind of soils: alluvial soil, red soil, laterite soil, black soil, desert soil, mountain soil, saline sandy soil. Let us discuss each. Alluvial soil. It is deposited by rivers as silt. The older alluvium is known as Bangar and the new alluvium is known as Khaddar. This soil is very fertile and sustains India's granaries. Granaries means where we store grains. Now let us talk about Bangar and Khaddar. Khaddar soils are found in the low areas of the valley, which are flooded every year. For example, Northern Plain, Rajasthan, Gujarat. Bangar soils are found in higher reaches above the flood level. Next is red soil. It is crystalline igneous rocks of the peninsular plateau. Crystalline igneous rocks, they are formed by cooling of molten magma on the earth's surface. It is quite fertile and is important for cultivation. For example, rice, wheat, oil seeds, cotton, etc. Next, laterite soil. It is formed from crystalline rocks by intense leaching due to heavy rains. It means there is low water retaining capacity. This soil is acidic in nature and contains less humus, which creates suitable land for cashew. Next, black soil. It is also known as regur soil. Regur, which is a mixture of sand, clay, and decaying organic material. It is black in color, it holds moisture, and it is well suited for growing of cotton, sugarcane, millets, etc. Desert soil. With the help of irrigation, desert soil can be used to grow millets and maize. Mountain soil. It is generally a thin soil and not suitable for cultivation. Saline sandy soil. Some of the coastal areas have modified saline sandy soil suited to the growth of the coconut palm. Basically, this kind of soil has the more content of salt. Today we have finished this topic. We will move to next topic tomorrow, that is loss of soil, conservation of soil with some key practices and techniques. Thank you and keep watching.